When there is so much noise about things to do and use for your skin, how do you know what is for you? Hi guys, welcome to my channel Niger Delta. If this is your first time here, hello, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm sure that based on the small snippet you've seen in the beginning, you already have a vague idea of what we're going to be talking about today. Today, I want us to talk about skincare. In the year 2025, I'm sure most people have a skincare product, a skincare routine, and maybe even a skincare device. The skincare industry is over $1 billion industry, and with the more accessible different products are available to people in different parts of the world due to globalization and the internet, different brands of skincare from different parts of the world are constantly being introduced to us. From K-beauty to French skincare to even Nigerian brands, the way skincare has taken over our feeds and minds needs to be studied. So today we're going to focus on skincare, but the dark side of the skincare industry. So if you are on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen the video of the lady that came out and said that she had tried a Medicube Booster Pro device and it had actually given her Bell's palsy. So I'm actually going to insert the video, we're going to watch it, and then we're going to come back.
Hi TikTok, I am coming on here to talk about something that has happened to me, and this is just literally from my experience. And you know what, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I have filmed this video like 700 times and I don't care anymore. This is the last video that I'm filming. I'm gonna try to put as much information in this video as I can. So yeah, it is what it is. So quick background story. As you can tell, the state of my face, I am paralyzed on this side of my face. This is a temporary paralyzation or paralysis or whatever. English is not my first language. That is called Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy is a facial nerve inflammatory shit that can be triggered by multiple different reasons. Personally speaking, I'm not coming on here to show you guys my tears and the way that I look just for the sake of it. I don't need the fucking views, I don't need the fucking followers, I don't need any of it. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of seeing this stupid Medicube Pro Booster device being promoted on TikTok and tons of people buying it, and this is the result of what happened to me after 2 days of using it. 2 days. On level 1, by the way. For anyone who has that device, you will understand what I mean with level 1. I have been using that for 2 days, and literally 12 to 24 hours later, I ended up being in a hospital being diagnosed with this. Am I sitting here and saying this is the fault of Medicube? Never came out of my mouth. All I'm saying is that, look at me. I can't even blink. Looking like this and having to film this has been one of the hardest things for me to do. And if it wasn't for my friends who've been pushing me to do this and make this awareness for other people to stop them, I would have never put myself out there on social media for anyone to see the way that I look. I think we should be extremely careful with the things that we are blindly following on fucking TikTok, and we should be actually taking things into consideration. Like, we need to do some background information about these devices and the shit that they put into it, because there's not a lot of information about this Medicube Pro Booster thing other than thousands and thousands of people buying it. Some people it works out really well for them, some people not a lot of information about it, what it does to you. Me, I'm speaking from a personal perspective. I personally think that the frequencies that were in that device were extremely harsh, and I was using level 1. Don't know how influencers are using level 5. Crazy. I wasn't using it often. I wasn't doing it 3 times a fucking day. I was just trying it out, and it clearly didn't work out for me. So I have been staying up all night looking into information on it on Reddit, and I don't even use Reddit. Like, I've been advised to look into Reddit, and I have seen people saying that They felt paralyzed in their face. They felt numbness in their face. Someone ended up being blind on their face. I don't know if this is all things that we can prove, and we're dealing with a company that's extremely big and extremely popular, and they might actually sue me for making this video, but honest to God, I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like people really need to know about this shit before you spend your hard-working diamond money in it. There is not a lot of safety information about this device. Yes, it gives you the little caution of if you have this and this, don't do it, but what frequencies or vibrations or what is in that device that is what is it doing to my face? Because as you can clearly tell, it's not doing a lot of fucking good shit for my face. I'm on fucking steroids because of this shit, and yes, it's gonna take some time for it to fade away. Yes, there could have been different factors that could have probably triggered this, but I'm telling you that this shit happened to me 2 days after I used that device. I even have videos of me being so excited that this device came. Literally, I was so excited, unpacking all of that shit, like, oh my god. I even have a video of the day afterwards, how I ended up after being diagnosed. This is going on for like a week now. I've done 5 acupunctures to try and calm down my nerves. I have done everything in the book possible. I've listened to the doctors, I'm taking my meds, I'm doing all of this, but I am not going to let people go on TikTok and buy that shit. Like, I can't, like, honestly, every time when I am on TikTok and I see that device, I feel shit. I feel shit that I didn't make this video. I feel shit that I didn't tell people about this. I feel horrible. And I can't believe I'm crying. Like, I can't believe I'm crying on the fucking internet about this stupid device that has literally ruined half of my face. And once again, you know, if the shoe fits, the fucking shoe fits, you know what I mean? But like, let's just be completely understanding, and let's just be aware that we cannot just buy the latest trend. We need to do some fucking research. And other than that, like, honestly, just take care of yourselves and send it to your friends and fucking family. Make sure that people know about this. Please don't buy that device. And Medicube, if you are seeing this video and if there's anyone else that is feeling or had the same symptoms as me after using it, please let me know. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm the only person who's going through this. I know in my heart it's because of that device. I can't prove anything. So help me out here, like, help me out. And honestly, like, if there's anyone that just anyone that can help me and tell me if it's this device or not this device, we can move on from it. But as far as I know, and as far as what I have seen, don't waste your money on the Medicube Booster Pro H shit or whatever the hell it's called. Have a great day. And yeah,
So after she had posted that video and she said what she had to say, there was a huge influx of responses on social media from people being scared. A lot of people who have the device saying, oh my god, like, what's going on? Personally, I have the device as well, and I actually spent a month using that device and I had great results. But when she came out with her video, a lot of people started panicking because, you know, they were worried, like, if I have this device as well, am I going to suffer for the same effects? So now we're actually going to skip to the part where the people who actually own the device actually came out. The Medicube owners actually came out and responded to her video about Bell's palsy. So I'm actually going to insert the video here, and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
I am Dr. Shin Jae-woo, in charge of device research and development at Medicube. Rest assured, it's impossible for Booster Pro to cause Bell's palsy. First of all, in the case of facial paralysis and Bell's palsy, it may not be a common disease, but it is not rare, with around 40,000 cases occurring annually in the United States. Medically, it is mostly confirmed to be caused by viral agents such as herpes simplex, and others. It's misleading to say that facial electric stimulation devices can cause damage to facial nerves. Evidence in the medical literature, it clearly states the identified causes of Bell's palsy as various viruses and fungi. These devices, along with other electric stimulation techniques, are actually utilized in the market to treat damage to facial nerves, not cause it. Most facial electric stimulation devices operate within a current range of 35 to 80 milliamperes. In the case of the Booster Pro, the first level operates at 7 milliamps, and then the fifth level operates at 14 milliamps. This is relatively low output compared to the intensity of other facial stimulators on the market, ranging from 9% to 20%. At such low output levels, it is impossible for the device to cause nerve damage or paralysis. Similar facts to these have now been confirmed through official clinical safety evaluations. Again, there is still no scientific evidence or research showing that damage to the nerves in the face due to electric shocks.
So as you can see in the video, the owner said, well, it can't be possible based on the studies that they've done, the studies that they conducted, the research that they conducted, the trials that they conducted. So I know you're probably wondering, like, what is the point of this particular section? A lot of people wanted to know, where exactly did she buy her Medicube device from? Because we have to talk about the dangers of buying skincare devices from third-party sources, because personally, if I'm not buying a device from the particular website or from someone associated, affiliated with the website, I don't buy it at all. When it comes to skincare devices, especially skincare devices like the Medicube device that uses microcurrent energy, I would highly recommend that it doesn't matter where else you see it. If you see it on another website for like a cheaper price, please do not buy it from third-party sources. Do not buy it from third-party websites, because devices that use microcurrents, there are a lot of other different websites, different brands that try to rip off the technology, but if they don't have the patents to the technology, they don't know what they're doing. You can seriously harm yourself by trying to save a couple $150, $100. It's not something that I would necessarily recommend. So point one was the dangers of buying from third-party sources. The next point I want to talk about and move into is overconsumption of products, overconsumption of skincare. The need, because every time, right, there's always a new product on the market, there's always a new product that comes out, and for some reason, as people, we always feel a need to get the latest product, try the latest product, whether it be the latest cell phones, whether it be the latest hair product, whether it be the latest skincare product. We as a nation, not even as a nation, we as a world are obsessed with overconsumption. We're obsessed with being in the in. It's almost as a fear of missing out. Like when there's a new craze, when there's a new makeup product, new skincare product, you see how everybody wants to try it at the same time. Everybody wants to be using it at the same time. For example, if you look at the whole K-beauty craze right now, the whole K-beauty lane and how it has taken over. Again, I want to emphasize the part that globalization, the part that being able to have access to different parts of the world that we haven't necessarily been able to have access to before, have impacted our way that we consume products, has impacted the type of access to products that we have, and it's also impacted the cycling of products. So like the cycle of how long we would focus on a particular product. Now that the world is such a globalization is such a huge thing now, and we have access to different parts of the world, it's a lot easier for us to find new trends and move through those trends a lot quicker than we would, say, 5 to 10 years ago. So I wouldn't necessarily put K-beauty as a trend, because I feel like it has its own lane, and it's been the technology that they have in their skincare is way more advanced than technology, say, for skincare like in the United States and other parts of the world. So I wouldn't want to minimize K-beauty to just a trend. I would more so say that they have proven results, and due to globalization, due to the impacts of K-pop, to the impact of Korean dramas, K-beauty has been able to not only carve a space for itself, not only domestically but globally as well. And a lot of that can be attributed to the proven results and to the advanced technology when it comes to skincare. So, when I talk about the dark sides of the skincare industry, I am also focusing on the dark side of the skincare industry from a consumer's point of view, right? We touched on overconsumption. We touched about the dangers of buying from third party websites. We even talked about globalization and the impact that it has on the type of consumption of skincare that we partake in. So now I want to talk about the need to find what works for you and sticking to that. Just like working out, with skincare, sticking to the same routine garners more results than constantly changing. And I think I am qualified to talk about this as someone in my 30s who has been who has been into skincare since my teens, maybe like 13, 14, 15, when I was dealing with overproduction of my oil glands, dealing with a lot of pimples. Somebody who really took the time to learn my skin, focus and see what works for my skin. I think it's very important to highlight how skincare isn't necessarily bad for you. It's not bad at all. But it's very important to understand what your skin prefers. And when you find something that works for you, it's very important for you to stick to it. Like, I know we live in a world now where trying out new products and trying out new things is amazing. But when it comes to like your skin, the same way, like when it comes to like working out, when you find something that you want to try out, you need to stick to it so you can see if it works and see what type of results you're going to get. So as someone who's actually 30 years old, what I have found that works for me is not only like finding a good routine, but I had to learn sometimes how less is more and how sometimes I don't have to do everything the same day. Like, you don't have to exfoliate the same day. You do not have to focus on moisturizing the same day. You do not have to do retinol the same day. I like to do something that's called skin cycling. So skin cycling is when you break down each different type of product. So I like to break it down into exfoliation, retinol and moisture, right? So I have each day, and I actually put it in my calendar. Every other day, one day is exfoliation, another day is retinol, another day is moisture, and I do that on my calendar. And what I realized that it helps me to do is, one, I'm not constantly irritating my skin. My skin barrier is not always constantly being messed up by always exfoliating every day, because before I was the type of person who exfoliated daily, and if it wasn't for the fact that I had very oily skin, I think the effects of that would have really showed itself on me more. But all that I had to deal with was the fact that my over exfoliation was causing me to cause even more of an overproduction of oil. So I'm always going to recommend for you to actually try skin cycling, right? As someone who has oily skin, when I first started doing skincare, I was under the impression that since I have oily skin, I don't need to put any type of oil on my skin. That's not true. That's actually incorrect. I like to start off with a good oil cleanser, then I go in with the cleanser, do a double cleanse, and then I do something that's a little bit light. I'm not very keen on like fragrances in my skincare. I want my skincare to be very light and not heavily scented, because I can't tolerate skincare. I can't tolerate like heavy scents like that. But all of these things I'm saying is, these are things that I learned through trial and error. These are things that I learned from finding out what works for me and sticking to it. I'm not saying you can't try out new products every once in a while, but when you find something that works for you, please stick to it, because it makes a world of the difference and you're able to see a huge result later. Thank you all so much for watching. Now, this video was not to disparage skincare brands or even to make you not want to try new brands. It was simply to highlight some issues in the skincare field, bring them to your attention, and guide you cautiously when trying products. Like a lot of you, I love skincare and I love trying new ones. However, let us be cognizant in how much new skincare we're consuming, because just like consuming too much social media, consuming too much skincare can be bad for our skin. And when it comes to skincare, our main focus is skin health. That is our ultimate goal, is the skin health. So thank you so much for making it this far. If you have made it this far, I would love it for you to leave a comment at the bottom and tell me what's your favorite skincare, your favorite lip care, your favorite body care, whatever it is. What is your favorite type of product? Please let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.